Building roads to conquer. Once the Roman Emperor Claudius's men had conquered the Celtic tribes in the southeast of Britain, they needed to spread their control further across the island. But there was a problem. There weren't many proper roads. Most people just used dirt tracks that were bumpy, uneven, and hard to travel on, especially with large armies and heavy equipment. The Romans decided to build their own straight roads, which helped them take the shortest and quickest routes across the country. The Romans were known for building strong and lasting roads, and they used a special method to make sure the roads could handle lots of traffic. First, they leveled the land by digging it out by hand. There were no machines back then. Soldiers did most of the road building, but sometimes they were helped by gangs of slaves. The Romans built their roads using several layers of materials. This started with large stones on the bottom, followed by smaller stones, gravel, and sand. These layers made sure the roads were solid and wouldn't sink into the ground. Finally, on top, they laid down stone slabs, which were cut, smoothed, and fitted together by hand. This hard, smooth surface made it easy for people, horses, and carts to travel quickly. The Romans didn't just build roads for fun, they had a very important purpose. They needed to move their armies quickly and easily from one place to another so they could keep control of their new territory. The roads also helped messengers carry important information across the empire. Roughly every 4 miles, the Romans built stables where messengers could stop and swap out their tired horses for fresh ones, allowing them to travel long distances quickly. About every 12 miles, they built something called a mansio, which was like a rest stop or inn where travelers, especially soldiers, could rest, eat, and get supplies. These mansios were important because traveling by road, even on the well-built Roman roads, could still be tiring and slow compared to today. The Romans focused on linking up army forts and important Roman towns to make sure their soldiers could move quickly between them. One of the most famous roads they built in Britain ran from Richborough, where Claudius's army first landed, to Colchester, through London, and all the way down to Exeter in the southwest. These roads made it much easier for the Roman army to march to different parts of the country and control their new territory. As the Roman soldiers built these roads, they continued to march west through Britain. Along the way, they passed many hill forts, fortified settlements where Celtic tribes lived. The power of the Roman army was too much for most of the Celtic tribes, who couldn't stand up to the well-trained and well-equipped Romans. The Romans were very organized, and their straight roads helped them move quickly and conquer more land. As they passed through these areas, the Romans fought battles, and often won. Archaeologists have found mass graves along the routes the Romans likely took, containing the skeletons of people who lived there. Many of these skeletons show signs of injuries from Roman weapons, such as swords and spears, which means these were people who fought against the Romans and lost. The roads that the Romans built were so well made that many of them are still in use today. Even though the stone slabs they originally laid down might be buried or covered by modern roads, the routes they chose are still some of the main roads we use to travel across Britain. The Roman roads helped the Romans conquer and control Britain, allowing their empire to grow even bigger. They connected people and places in ways that made trade, communication, and travel faster and easier, which helped make the Roman Empire one of the greatest in history.